Welcome back to another episode of Quick Picks with the Geek. I am your host, Bro Power the Geek. All right, next up we got Kevin Holland versus Gunnar Nelson, or as I like to call it, the battle of guys who fight like they got better things to do later. On one side, we got Gunny Nelson, a man who fights with the energy of someone who just woke up from a nap. And on the other, Kevin Trailblazer Holland, a guy who might spend half the fight talking to the commentators instead of actually fighting. Let's break it down. Gunny Nelson. First up, Gunnar comes in as a minus 140 favorite with a record of 19-5. And if you've ever watched him fight, you know he moves like a Viking warrior who discovered Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and never looked back. His biggest strength, his grappling. Once he gets a hold of you, it's like getting tangled in fishing net. You're stuck, uncomfortable, and eventually you're going under. He's got a super slick ground game. And if he gets your back, he's probably not letting go until Bruce Buffer starts reading the decision. His striking? It's weird. He's got that karate stance. Hands low, bouncing in and out, looking like he's about to sweep the leg at any moment. He doesn't throw much volume, but when he lands, it's clean, technical, and just enough to set up his takedowns. His main issue, he's way too patient. If you don't engage with him, he's not going to force the action, which is why he's had some fights where it feels like he's just existing in the cage instead of actually fighting. Kevin Trailblazer Holland comes in as a plus 120 underdog with a record of 26-13. And listen, if this was a talking contest, Holland wins by first-round verbal knockout. Kevin is long, rangy, and dangerous on the feet, but his biggest weapon is his unpredictability. He'll be laughing, taunting, throwing random kicks, and somehow still landing clean shots. His main issue? Grappling defense. If you can take Kevin down, you can probably hold him there. And guess what Gunnar Nelson does? He takes people down and holds them there. That's the problem. Holland struggles against high-level grapplers, and Gunnar is one of the best grapplers in the division. If he can't keep this fight standing, he's in trouble. So, who wins if this stays standing? Holland has the advantage. He's got the reach, the power, and the ability to turn this into a chaotic fight. But if Gunnar gets him down, we're probably going to see Kevin staring at the ceiling. Holland's takedown defense has gotten slightly better, but it's still nowhere near good enough to keep Nelson off him for 15 minutes. And if Nelson gets just one clean takedown, there's a good chance he's staying on top for the rest of the round, which is bad news for Kevin, because judges tend to favor the guy actually doing something. Official pick. I'm going with Gunnar Nelson. His style is tailor-made to exploit Holland's biggest weakness, and unless Kevin lands something huge early, I think Nelson eventually drags this to the ground and controls him for most of the fight. That being said, if Holland randomly flying knees him into another dimension before Nelson even gets close, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised either. If you enjoyed this, go ahead and smash that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss a beat when the next video drops. And don't be shy. Leave a comment below and let me know who you got winning this fight. Let's see who really has the crystal ball around here. Until next time.